Okay, let's go winter testing. I mean racing. Hello and welcome guys, I'm DDF Racer and today I'm going to be doing some GT3 racing at Barcelona Circuit de Catalunya. Let me just get the standings up on the screen, 1 second, there we go. Circuit de Catalunya, Barcelona. Now, it's not normally a great circuit for racing, but I figured that with the Formula 1 testing beginning this week for the 2019 season, I figured this would be a good place for a race. Very technical track, huge main straight. Should be some good overtaking, some good action. I'm starting in 10th position and we have 30 minutes to try and make up as many places as possible. Now, I've done a little bit of practice and I've already done my qualifying, as you can probably tell by the big red sweaty marks on my face. So I'm feeling reasonably confident. Good lap time around here for me is a 1 minute 48. I have occasionally dipped down into the 1 minute 47s, but I figured with GT3, going to GT3 and just create havoc and carnage, we'd be very lucky to get anywhere near those lap times. I don't expect to have a clear track around me at any point during this race. But anyway, let's get ourselves set up, shall we? Let's get back into the game. There's got to be a more graceful way of doing this, surely. So let's get ourselves back into the game and let's get ourselves ready to go racing. I hope you guys enjoy the video. You know the drill. If you do, don't forget to like and comment, and as always, I'm going to be doing more stuff like this, so subscribe. Plenty more videos coming in the near future, guys. Anyway, let's go racing. Here we go, loaded into the game, and let's get our headset on. Adjust the mic back into position. There we go. Center our view, and we're ready. Alright guys, wish me luck.
The air temp is 20 Celsius, P10. Okay Dan, be ready, watch for the lights. Go, nail it.
Decent start. We're gonna get squeezed to the inside, we're on the grass. Have to lift out the throttle there just a little bit.
Still there.
Easy does it into the first corner, roll off the brakes.
This line.
We're being pinned to the apex.
There's a guy on your left.
Someone goes clean around the outside of both of us.
Still with you. You're clear on the left. Car left. Left side's clear.
But we make it through with no major contact. That's always a bonus. Oh, they're all over the place ahead of us. I was a bit distracted looking in my mirrors then, not really paying attention to the road ahead. Can't quite get the overlap on this guy. Let's run around the outside. It's a long way.
Car on your left side.
Oh, we left ourselves open on the inside.
Still there. 3 wide, you're on the right.
He just stopped ahead of us, parked it on the exit.
He's still with you.
Oh, we're vulnerable to the Porsche.
Your line.
I'm going to try and hold the position.
Still there.
He's still there.
Keep your line. Clear left.
Whew, got him. It's a bit more eventful than I imagined it would be. Just going to move it to the inside and get defensive.
Car on your right. You're clear on the right.
The AI are known to do a cheeky dive bomb around this circuit.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Oh, someone's gone off. Now, of course, this is a circuit that I'm very familiar with, having grown up surrounded by Formula 1 and Formula 1 games. The original being Jeff Crammond's Grand Prix, not GP2 or GP3, the original, based on the 1991 Formula 1 season, which is where this track was actually first used.
The gap in front is now 0.5 E9. The gap behind is now 0.5.
So 1 lap down. But yeah, not too hard to get up to speed on this circuit, considering how familiar I am with it, but it is hard to get speed. Bit of a wiggle on the rear then. Heading around turn 3.
Car on your right.
Oh, hell of a dive bomb there.
Still there. Clear.
We're going to try and hold him. Looks like we got a race on our hands, guys. Oh, he's trying for the cutback. I think he's got me. Nope. All good. Thought I'd gone way too deep into the corner then. Very liberal use of the curb on the inside there. Now the car is a lot more loose than my previous race. I've made some significant setup changes.
Left side, there's a car.
Ooh, where are you going?
He's still there. Left side's clear.
Yeah, like I was saying, guys, I made some significant changes to the setup since my previous video. Taken a lot of rear wing out, just to try and get the car more pointy on the nose. The major gripe in the previous video was that it just wouldn't turn, it was just understeer. I have stiffened the suspension up. And yeah, taking the rear wing out just made the car generally more pointy. So we have great straight line speed, but not great on the bumps.
The gap ahead is now 0.25. Your lap time was 150.36.
It's going to give us the position.
Still there.
If we don't outbrake ourselves going into turn 1.
Well done, good pass. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Up to 8th position now. A couple of spots up from the start, which is always nice. Bit of a gap to the pack ahead of us though. I'm sure with a few laps of good pace, no mistakes, we should be able to catch up with them. Now that I've said that, of course, I'm going to put it in the fence any time now. But yeah, now that the tyres and the brakes are up to temperature, this car is just an absolute blast to drive. I think most of the other GT3 cars you could probably get in baseline setup and do a, you know, be reasonably satisfied. This McLaren 720 does need a bit of tweaking. Check the mirrors. Not that there's much to check, of course, because there's hardly any mirrors there. That is my main complaint about this car. The pitiful side mirrors and complete lack of rear mirror as well. I know most of the other GT3s, GTEs have a display screen in the center console. No such luxuries here in the McLaren. We're getting all sorts of sideways as the Bentley ahead of us. It's going defensive over thin air.
Lap for Kuri, 148.82.
Anyway, we got a good run on the straight. Car behind us is still relatively close though. I don't think we're going to get him to turn 1.
Don't think about the lap times, just hit each and every apex. The gap in front is now 0.32. That lap time was 149.82. Good lap. That's your quickest today. The gap behind is now 1.0 seconds.
Just had to blend out the throttle at the end of the straight there. We did have a little bit of a run, but there was no point going for the overtake. It would have just cost too much time. Very risky.
Yellow flag, caution.
Need to be a bit closer than that if it's going to work. Oh, he has a twitch ahead of us though. We can hold it nice and tight to the inside and get the overlap on him here. Nah, I just haven't got the speed. I'd say this is definitely my weakest corner on the track though, this tight left-hander.
Flag sector 1.
Losing so much time to the other cars here. Bit of a lock-up from him, he's feeling the pressure. I'm gonna get you, mate. Oh, nowhere to go but the outside.
Left side.
It's gonna make me go the long way around.
He's still there. He's still there. Clear left.
Trying the cutback, just couldn't make it work. Just couldn't get the traction out coming out the apex there, guys. Got a feeling we will be past him very soon though. He's holding us up big time. I'm not saying that to be cocky. I'm saying that because I know we're faster than him. Much closer going onto the straight now, though, as we wiggle it through the final corner.
The gap in front is now 0.10.
Car left, still there.
P7.
On the left.
P7. That was 150.47. Come on down. Good stuff. Keep it coming.
Thanks, mate. Okay, now it's crunch time, I guess. We got to put some seriously quick laps in now. We want to try and catch the cars ahead of us. Like I said at the start of the video, I know I can do 1 minute 48 and the occasional 147. So with a bit of concentration and a few laps, we should be there. So much fun to drive though, seriously. With these setup changes, the car is just alive. And I know I said in the previous race at Mid-High I could just throw the car around, but oh, you can throw it around so much more now. So much grip. And actually not a bad track as well. Not for these cars at least. I know a lot of people complain about the Formula 1s here. There's just, obviously it's so hard to follow another car. It's not great for racing. But I'm finding this combination very satisfying. Very satisfying.
The gap ahead is now 3.9 seconds. Sector 3 is clear. The gap behind is now 2.4. That's the fastest lap of the race. That was 148.41.
Fastest lap of the race, guys. We can do this. Now obviously over the next few days, this circuit, you're probably going to see quite a lot of it if you are a motorsports fan. And if you're watching this video and you're not a motorsports fan, then I would really like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Why are you watching this? How did you get here? How did the YouTube algorithm get you towards this place?
20 minutes to go, 20 minutes.
But as a motorsports fan, as the vast majority of you will be watching this video, obviously the Formula 1 2019 season is upon us almost. Winter testing starting either tomorrow or it already has started, depending on how long my upload speed takes.
Track temps are decreasing. Air temperature is now 25. The track temperature is now 25 Celsius.
Big dab of oppo there, guys. So yeah, over the next few days and weeks, you'll probably be seeing a lot of this track in the news. All the new cars coming out on track for the first time. Now obviously we've seen the car launches so far, we've seen their liveries, but I don't think anyone's really shown their hand. Like, they're going to be in for a lot of surprises when they roll out of the garage for the first time. The exception maybe being the Sauber Alfa Romeo team. I think they may have played their cards a little bit too early. Just
the gap in front is now 3.2 seconds. That lap was at 148.64. The gap behind is now 3.1.
Just by going from the pictures that we've seen from the Shakedown day, the front wing on that car is something else, if you haven't already seen it. Quite a few interesting things to look out for in this season though. I mean, I don't know about you, but I'm absolutely hyped. Obviously as a Daniel Ricciardo fan, him moving to Renault, it'd be great to see how that turns out. I mean, I hope he does well. I wish him all the best, being a bit of a Daniel Ricciardo fan myself. Side note, I wouldn't be surprised if you see me wearing a nice yellow t-shirt on stream sometime soon that says Renault and has the number 3 on it. Just saying. The merch has gone on pre-sale, I believe, and I'm all over that. But yeah, see how Daniel Ricciardo goes this year. See how Robert Kubica goes this year. What an amazing story that is, his comeback after his horrible injury. Most people didn't think he would come back to racing, but yep, here he is in a Williams. I hope they give him a decent car. And then of course there's the whole Charles Leclerc going to Ferraris thing. Be amazing.
Caution.
Be amazing if he beats Sebastian Vettel. Not for Sebastian Vettel, obviously. He will be one angry German. Where does he go from there?
Green flag sector 3. The gap in front is now 2.2. That last lap was at 148.82. The gap behind is now 8.1 seconds.
Oh, I wonder what happened to the cars behind us. 8 seconds is quite significant. Must have been a spin or something. Oh, it's getting tasty up ahead of us. There's so many stories to look out for in the Formula 1 season this year. I can't wait. I actually had the great opportunity to walk around the Melbourne Formula 1 circuit a few weekends ago. I went down for work on the Friday, got myself a long weekend out of it, got the flight back on the Sunday, and of course any Formula 1 fan who ends in Melbourne, yeah, they're going to go for a walk around Albert Park. It was 38 degrees though, it was pretty stinking hot. I'm still peeling off the sunburn. Pro tip, by the way, if you do end up in Australia, apply sunscreen. Sunburn is not your friend. I mean, sunburn's nobody's friend, really. But compared to Europe, and parts of America as well, the sun in Australia is just so much more fierce, so much more UV rays. Oh, we got a gap here.
He's on your left.
We're forcing the issue on the inside. Make up a spot and very unlikely overtaking opportunity. Let's try and get a good run out of the chicane now. Get close to the car ahead of us. The BMW can get the slipstream. We're now up to P6.
Track temps are increasing. Air temperature is now 27. The track temp is now 27 Celsius. The gap ahead is now 0.7. The gap behind is now 0.6. You've just done a 149.29 P6. Halfway home, we've got plenty of fuel. Come on, keep digging. 15 minutes left.
Okay, so halfway through the race already. Where did that go? That seems like no time. Seems I've only just a couple of laps as I go horrendously wide. Around turn 3, I'm going to leave myself vulnerable. Go to the inside and get defensive. Which just makes the corner so much sharper than it needs to be. Loses me time as well. I can see him all over me in the mirrors. I'm losing touch with the cars ahead of us. Not good. Oh, guys, this race is awesome. Alright, we had a good run through those few corners, through the second sector. Something else I am looking forward to immensely over the next few weeks, not just the winter testing and the start of the new Formula 1 season, is of course the Formula 1 Netflix documentary. I'm not sure if you've heard about that much, but throughout the course of last year, they went around Netflix. It's an original series, and I'm not entirely sure what they filmed, but meant to be very good, very behind the scenes. The same people who did the McLaren documentary, I believe.
The gap in front is now 0.8. We think Lauro and Trevelyan Johnson have binned it. The gap behind is now 0.1. That lap time was 149.12. Good consistency. Keep them coming.
Unlucky Trevelyan Johnson.
Sector 3.
May your race have been a successful one up until that point, mate. Cars ahead of us getting very feisty here. We got 5th and 4th all lined up for the picking. They're getting very feisty. Although we are running out of time.
Alright Dan, you've got half your fuel left.
I think I may have overfilled the car slightly there, Mr. Mark Jones. Be waiting for your comment. It's not the same if you don't comment on the fuel. Because although we got half our fuel left, we're way more than halfway through the race now. Ooh, struggling for traction there. We've not dropped P7 behind us though, that's for sure, as we make very wide use of the curbs there on the inside of the chicane. Slight crunch from the suspension.
Heads up, there's a car rejoining.
And obviously someone's made a pit stop.
It is now 0.6. Your lap time was at 1:49.33. Sector 3 is 0.6 off the pace. The gap behind is now 0.8.
Really stomping on the brakes into turn 1 there. The ABS is saving me, that's for sure. Any other car? GT's US F2000s would be two giant plumes of smoke coming from the front tyres. Oh, they're going side by side, they're starting to fight. Just hold our ground. Nowhere to go there really. P7 right behind us as well. Hug the apex nice and tight. We've definitely got a race on our hands here, guys. Ah, bit of a lock up again from the car ahead of us. He's struggling for grip. If we play our cards right, we can get 4th. 3rd position is all the way down the road there, long gone. So nervous heading into the hairpin, just keeping an eye on the mirror. I'm very conscious of the AI just sending the dive bomb, licking the stamp and sending it. They are known to do that, even with the aggression turned down. Run a bit wide there.
Alright Dan, relax, focus, keep it smooth. You've got 10 minutes left, 10 minutes to go.
Nice and close to the car ahead of us now. We should have the run here, especially with our top speed advantage with the rear wing taken out.
Car on your left side.
Doesn't even try and defend.
Clear. Hold your line. Left side's clear.
That lap was at 1:49.71. Good move, mate.
It's making it nice and easy. Every overtake so far this race, they've kind of just rolled over and given it to me. I mean, obviously as a GT3 race, you do expect a lot of overtaking and close battles. But I expect it to be a little bit more challenging than this, guys. Come on. Okay, so we got probably about 9 minutes left now. We're in P5. And that, my friends, is P4 right ahead of us. Whoa, big wiggle on the rear there. I thought the car was going round for a moment then. One of the things about this McLaren 720 is once the rear goes, that's it. There's not much you can do to save it, apart from just wish for a minor miracle. Car is getting a bit skaty. Have I overheated the tyres? I'm running the hard tyres in this race. So they shouldn't really be wearing out. Tyre wear is not an issue. Why am I using the hard tyres, you ask? Well, it's what the AI use.
The gap to Kuri in front is now 0.7. Your last lap time was at 1:49.30. Well done, Dan. This is great. Come on, keep nailing those exits. P5. The gap behind is now 1.0.
Now, of course, I could just use the softer tyres In this 30-minute race, it's not going to make a huge difference between the hards, the mediums, and the softs. You shouldn't be having any issues with tyre wear, but because the AI use the hard tyres, I'm going to use the hard tyres as well. It seems a bit unfair to just be the only person running the softs in the race. Now, obviously, if I was driving against real humans... Oh, he's gone wide! He's gone wide!
On your right, clear right.
Well, that was easy.
Sector 2. Sector 2 is clear. We can see Kuri has binned it.
He obviously couldn't handle the pressure. He couldn't handle the pressure. Although P5, he's right there, I can see him. But yeah, like I was saying, if I was racing against real people, humans, as opposed to AI, then of course, we'd all be on the soft tyre, because that's the best choice for this race. But I don't really want to take an unfair advantage. Just want nice, equal terms, guys. The AI going to run the hards? So shall I. Although, thinking about it, maybe with the softs we'd be a little bit closer to the lead right now, as I completely stuffed that gear change up.
The gap in front is now 7.4 seconds. That was 149.33. This is brilliant. Keep it up. P4. The gap behind is now 0.8.
Feeling a lot more comfortable in this car now, though, compared to the previous race. Absolutely loving the McLaren GT3. Should I be trying other cars though? If so, what other cars would you recommend? I know a few people have already mentioned the Aston Martin to me.
Got 10 minutes of fuel remaining.
I'm pretty attached to this car though, as I'm sure you could probably imagine. Spent a few hours doing my own custom paint scheme. The DDF Racer McLaren GT3 720S, which I will...
Stay on it. This isn't over yet. That's 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes.
I'll do my best to remind myself and show you at the end of the race. Oh, I missed the apex completely there. Got a rear mirror full of red BMW. Oh, this race isn't over yet, guys. I thought I'd be pulling away from him. I'm just making a silly mistake here and a silly mistake there. See, the car ahead is 7 seconds down the road, so that's not going to happen. I think we're pretty solid for 4th place, unless any of the cars ahead of us make any more mistakes. I think 4th place was feeling the pressure. Kuri, though.
The gap in front is now 7.3 seconds. The gap behind is now 0.8. You've just done a 148.91. Lap times are pretty consistent.
Thanks, mate. I just need to focus on changing gear. I hit the limiter quite badly then in 4th coming down the main straight. I was too busy talking and not concentrating on the driving. Oh, way too wide. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, he's right there, guys. Well, it's my turn to feel the pressure now. As we get that corner all kinds of wrong. I know I said it before in the race, but I'm so nervous heading into that, hoping that the air is just going to send it. Oh, bouncy. Bit too much curb there. Any more of that, we might not be left with good suspension.
The gap ahead is now 7.2 seconds. That lap time was 1:48.90. The gap behind is now 1.2 seconds.
I think we got this, you know. Oh, I heard something. What was that?
Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Looks like P6 has binned it.
Someone had a crash behind us. I just heard the
Sector 1 is
crunch.
clear. That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Sounded like a big one as well. You just hear metal on metal in the background coming from behind you. You get worried. Although I can no longer see a red BMW in the mirrors. I've got a sneaky suspicion these two things are related. That's more like it. Such a satisfying corner, you've just got to believe the car's gonna stick. Nope, too wide. Got that apex all kind of wrongs as well. All kind of wrongs? English please. All kinds of wrong. No! Ah, what's going on? Come on, Dan.
We've been warned about track limits.
You see what I mean about the rear of the car though? Once it goes, it goes. My driving's certainly not helping it there though.
Your last lap time was 1:49.94.
Session update.
Less than a minute. P4. The gap in front is now 7.5 seconds.
Alright, so all things being considered equal, this is going to be the last lap. Gap to the car behind.
P5, 1.2 behind. Okay, Dan, 5 minutes of fuel remaining. 5 minutes.
Just need to hold on to this fourth position. No silly mistakes, we should have it in the bag. Made up quite a few spots in this race so far, although I think P5 is definitely smelling weakness. It's right there. Come on, don't throw it away, mate. Where is he? He's there. Oh, I could see him thinking about the dive bomb. Just cover the apex nice and neat there. Hold this apex nice and tight as well. Gradually eke in the throttle. Short blast down to this right-hander. Catch the inside curb. Bring it to the right, down to first gear. Slow it down. Hold your speed. Line up the last corners. And away we go. A slight lift if you need it. As we come towards the line. Did we do it? We did it.
P4, that's the finish. Well done.
Ah, there we go. P4, guys. P4. It was a bit tense towards the end then.
Left side, clear on the left.
Had to really make him work for it. But up from P10, that's not too bad. I'll take that. A few good overtakes in there. Pressured Curry into a mistake, which is always good. There's a few close calls earlier in the race as well, though, that's for sure. But all in all, decent race, hey? I hope you guys enjoyed. I certainly did. That was a fun one to drive. And like I said, this McLaren, now that I've dialed the setup in a little bit, is just... oh, it's an absolute dream. Absolute dream of a car. I could definitely see this becoming my new home. Not the Circuit de Catalunya. The McLaren, of course. Plenty more GT3 races coming in the near future, guys. If you got any suggestions for tracks or circuits or anywhere I could take the GT3s, that would be awesome. I hate doing the same circuit on 2 different videos. Always like to try and keep the content on this channel nice and fresh. And I always love a good new track as well. Somewhere I've never driven before, or at least somewhere that I haven't driven in rFactor 2. Just that whole learning experience of getting used to it, learning the lines. We just cruise it into our box. There we go, guys. Exit to the garage. And let's bring up the standings for the race, eh? Move the mic out the way. There we go. Alright. 4th position. That's not too bad. Like I said in the race. Can't argue with that. Let me just leave the track. I want to show you something. I'm going to take you to the showroom in rFactor 2 and I'm going to show you the car. Where are we? Move the Oculus out the way. That's one of the bad things about using the mirror, I guess. You just got to hold the headset in the right position so you can see the screen, which makes it awkward when I'm trying to navigate menus. Anyway, guys. Let me see if I can pull this up. I'm going to kill the music very slightly. There we go. Get a load of that. How cool is that? The official DDF Racer McLaren GT3. Not bad, eh? The new shaders in rFactor 2 are just incredible. The way they brought that metallic effect and the chrome effect in as well. Just awesome. Absolutely awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it did take quite a few hours in Photoshop to put this one together. Isn't she a beauty though, hey? Anyway, guys. I hope you enjoyed the race. I'm just kind of waffling and just reminiscing here about the many late nights spent in Photoshop on this car. But I hope you enjoyed the race. 4th position, not too bad in the end. GT3s, it's going to GT3. It's always going to be an exciting one. Let me see if I can bring the standings back up. There we go. Circuit de Catalunya in Barcelona. Alright, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know your thoughts on the race, any suggestions. Have a chat to me. I always, love a good comment, love a good chat with you guys. And I must say as well, the support that I've been getting off you recently is just absolutely incredible. So many people of you are getting involved and just saying hi, just having a chat. I think it's great. When I started doing these videos, I never intended for it to be like this. It's just a hobby that I've always had, working on the overlays, working on the races. I just thought I'd start uploading them, and for it to have just connected with so many of you is just incredible. It really does mean so much to me. So yeah, come on over, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you want to see more. Come and say hi on Discord as well, always up for a nice chat. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much for watching.